Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
12. Watch out. 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
I'm here all day. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check, nickel.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, zero.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding some room at midfield. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, we got 3 down. 50 cents. Mike, 50 cents. Stay with your man. 11.
Now Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown away and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They're able to find Dorsett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Niners 10, Seahawks nothing.
Mike, waiting.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
from midfield now. Here's Wilson. Got the connection here to Bourne. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check, guys. 4 down. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check 43. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Watch twist.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Four down. Coming to you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Go.
Now Wilson on first down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Carson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down and 4, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. They'll run on first down. Carson, he's got the first down here inside the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And James has it. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. I was going to let this go for the... And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this could...
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
57, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. We're taking wins.
57, Mike.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to let it go deep. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3, 25. Hey. Check 25. Whip.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they even let you stand. White. We want it. Come to my work, man.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 49ers, 23-yard line.
Come on, dude. Spot that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. D Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal, a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. How to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Coleman. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Like 20.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, well, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Throwing now is Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.